Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pouring Takes with your hosts, Charlie and Rayya.
Hey everyone, happy St. Patrick's Day here at Underdog Restaurant and Sports Club. I'm Charlie Van.
And I am Rayya.
And I'm Tanner.
Yeah, there's producer Tanner
why
over here.
I didn't get the memo on the beads.
Yeah.
Do I have to do something to get beads?
It's very much beaded.
And here we go. Views all the way up. Just kidding.
That's right.
Just kidding.
We're not that kind of
This is
show.
a family place. There are children behind me. Speaking
So
of
I'm a
what's
little disappointed in your lack of beads, but luckily I brought enough for everybody. I don't know what Charlie was thinking.
I was not thinking, but
You were at the parade on Saturday.
but I didn't catch any beads.
Oh, I did. I actually have like a whole stack of beads from Saturday, and I forgot to wear them
Oh,
today.
man. It is St. Patrick's Day here at Underdog. We're so excited. You need to have these.
Aw.
All right.
Always
It's a
looking
bling.
out.
St. Patrick's Day bling. All right.
There, now
thank
we're
you.
all looking the part.
Perfect.
I look great in green, might I add. Green is definitely like on my color palette.
Yeah. What's the forest tones?
Emerald, right?
Oh, I
Emerald?
look dope as fuck in emerald. And fun fact, my prom dress was lime green.
Lime?
2009 wore a lime green prom
Lime
dress.
Hell yeah,
green.
dude. Was it two-piece?
No, it was not, because that was not a thing yet.
Not a thing yet. It was a thing when I was a kid.
Or it wasn't a thing at that time. Mine was very Hollywood glam. So it was cut out like this with like two spaghetti straps that are like halter tied up, and they were blinged out with rhinestones.
There we go.
And then there was like a big rhinestone in the middle here, deep neck, and then the dress was like the straight cut with the slit. It was very, very Hollywood, Kay, and I worked it. And shout out to my mom. This woman tracked down a pair of lime green heels, and then
Nice.
she put a big-ass rhinestone on it. So
There
it
we
looked
go.
very, very fancy.
Way to go, Mama Ray.
That is what moms
At
do.
the end of the day, it was money.
Yeah, exactly. It was money. But I am happy to be reunited and back with you guys. I know you guys had a really fun show without me, like you always
That's
do.
true. Now, where did you go? You got some sun.
I did. I am very tan right now. Thank you for noticing. I was in Florida. I went to the most magical place on earth.
Daytona Beach? No.
I did go to Daytona Beach. That was one of the places I did go. But yeah, we did Disney
Space
World.
Mountain.
I did go to Space Mountain, and it was
Yeah.
dope as fuck.
Wow.
Hell yeah, Space Mountain rules.
Space Mountain is probably like the roller coaster that will never go out of style. Never, ever, ever.
I've never been to Space
I
Mountain.
agree.
I've only been in Disney World twice. I was 9 and 4. That fourth one was that was bad. I got
Yeah.
car sick.
Oh.
And my uncle's brand new car.
Oh, nuts. I will say, Disney World has changed a lot. I think the last time so Steven and I went in 2023, but we only went to Epcot. And then before that, I think the last time I went to Orlando was, I want to say around the time I graduated college, maybe a couple years after. It's very different now. And one of the cool things that we decided to do while we were down there is we did like a bar crawl through the hotels.
Okay.
Through the resorts. So we had a cocktail at all the major resorts because they all have these like specialty cocktail bars. And shout out Enchanted Rose will always be my favorite. That's at the Grand Floridian. It's a stop on the monorail. And they have this drink. I forgot what it was called, but it was something to do with a rose, but it was yellow. I posted it on my social media. But they like spray rose scent on it to like top it off, but it was so good. It's it's one of my favorite drinks ever.
Miss.
Yeah, of course
You know how
not.
many billions of dollars went into making sure that was going to be the best goddamn cocktail you ever had?
You know what? That whole cocktail list looked freaking fire. He had one called the Lavender Fog, and it's literally a gin cocktail that is purple. It's this really light shade of purple, and it has this bubble that pops when they give
you
it
just
to you.
Inhale it. It's like a.
He inhaled them. He gets through them really fast. But we had a really, really great time, a really great break for both of us, and
Nice.
got to be little kids again for a hot minute. Little drunk babies.
That's right, little drunk babies.
That's the way to do it.
That's basically being a baby.
Yeah. Oh, we talked about that. Like toddlers are just like drunk small people.
That's right.
Especially when you see them like running around Magic Kingdom.
So I never really grew up.
Yep. Facts. Facts.
Charlie. Oh wait. So did you back in time to go to the parade?
I
here,
did.
or?
So we came back. We got in at like 9 p.m. on Friday night.
Yeah.
Went to sleep. Woke up at stupid o'clock, like 6:37. Got coffee. Went to my friend Anique's house, and we were going by 8 o'clock.
Oh, that's.
I had
the way.
So I invented a new drink,
Oh.
a morning cocktail, if you will. Celsius came out with a pina colada flavor. And I
Interesting.
added Bacardi to that.
There we go.
Threw that in a tumbler, and I was well on my way.
I bet you were having a real good time.
You know
Wide
what?
awake too.
You know what? Celsius does not miss, and now I've started thinking like what spirits match with their flavors.
Oh yeah. You got
'Cause-
a creme de menthe.
Oh,
They don't.
vodka, Jameson, you name it.
Yeah, they got a little bit of everything. They've got like a cola. They got a cherry cola. They have orange, so you could make like a sparky screwdriver or something with that.
See, there we go. Now we're talking.
You know,
I'm an orange soda kind of guy.
yeah, the orange. So the orange flavor tastes exactly like Sunny D.
Nice.
And then you add vodka to it, and it's like the best thing ever. Anyway,
Right. I'm back in college.
yeah, it's like adult Four Locos.
Perfect.
Oh man, you know in Florida they have a drink at the gas station called a Four Loco pregame,
Oh.
and it comes in like a clear plastic bottle. And Steven basically said that he would break up with me if I drank it,
They
so I didn't get to
should
try
really
it.
A hangover kit next to it. 'Cause that's what
That's
you're
right.
gonna
Boy,
get.
you better take 2 of these and call me in the morning. That's
Yeah.
gonna be rough.
I would do it. I would try it one time. We'll see.
So did y'all hook up at the parade? Because I know Charlie was at the parade. for
Yes. So we moseyed on over after the parade ended. He sent me his location, and he had a cute little setup. They had a tent, they had a DJ, they had all the alcohols, and so
This
it
is
was,
at
All of
somebody's
it.
house?
no, it was
No,
like
this
right on Greenville.
Yeah, right by World Market.
World Market, yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, no, every year our buddy Ruben in the village
Oh,
hooks
love
it
Ruben.
up. So do a little tailgate. We start the day pretty early. Have some Jello shots, syringes.
Oh my God, I had way too many Jello
Somebody
shots.
brought tequila out. Somebody
There we
brought other
go.
whiskeys out. It's a fun time. Obviously, this year the weather was beautiful compared
I
to
know,
last
compared
year.
to last year.
Compared to like the last 5 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Saturday was gorgeous. Saturday, you could really cut loose and have a good time, walk around everywhere. We ended up at Milo's when all was said and done.
Yeah, I moseyed on back in the village because we had some stuff going on, which was smart because by the time I got there, I was like, I need to stay here.
I'm really glad you have that support system.
It is convenient when you can just walk to one bar to the next and you're home.
What did you do for St. Patrick's Day?
Man, I was here. I was here DJing.
Oh, you did karaoke, didn't you?
That's right. I did karaoke from 2 to 6. And we had a party. A bunch of regulars came out. The SEC float parked right out here.
Oh.
They all came in, about 70 deep.
Wow.
We had a big old time. My mother-in-law was there.
No, I love this.
Yeah, my wife and mother-in-law came out for my mother-in-law's birthday.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Happy
love
birthday.
that.
So
Happy
I
birthday,
was
Mama.
working double time, you know what I mean? Making sure
What's
she
her
got
name?
to sing whatever she wants. Her name is Kristen.
Kristen, happy
Kristen.
birthday, Kristen.
That's right. Not a day over 59.
Hell yeah. Well, that's cool. And just as a reminder to you guys at home, Tanner does karaoke here at Underdog every Wednesday. Throw
That's
it
right.
back. Throw it us in a circle.
How many
That's
beers
right.
Do
were
all
you
the
throwing
things.
back on Saturday?
I had only the largest, greenest beers. And
Yeah.
I had like 10 of them. So
Nice.
I was having a real good time.
Okay.
And then we got done, and I went home and set up the home theater in the backyard, and we did Leprechaun Back to the Hood.
Oh, great
Ooh.
movie. A friend with weed is a friend indeed.
I was going to say, like, the weather was perfect for that.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we had such a good time.
By the way, cheers. We
Cheers,
just kind of dive right in.
everybody.
You got some green beer. You got some wine.
My Sauv Blanc. What kind of beer are y'all drinking?
Just Miller Lite.
It's Miller Lite
I'm having
with the food dye.
no, whatever the blonde is from.
Dallas Blonde.
No, the Manhattan Project one.
Oh, Necessary Evil.
I don't think it's Necessary Evil. I think it's something else. But
Well, we're getting
but it's
through
good.
it. We're getting
Check
through
out
it.
Manhattan Project.
Yeah.
They're pretty dope. Maybe
Well,
we'll go there sometime.
I would love to. That's one of my favorite breweries of all time.
Yeah, they rule.
Their red ale is my favorite. Real quick, we did get green teas. I am shooting again. Oh my gosh.
Welcome back.
Welcome. That's how we do it.
Welcome back
Boring.
off the
Happy
wagon.
St. Patrick's Day.
There we go.
Sláinte.
All right. Yeah.
Woo! I haven't had one of those in God knows how
I
long.
haven't had
Yeah,
one
I
of
don't
those
know.
since Saturday.
Hey, yo. I know, lately I've just been shooting vodka straight. It's been awful.
Oh. That's real testament of like battle hardened.
Vodka's one that I can do that doesn't get me in trouble. It's the mixing.
Well, yeah, you're a party animal, Charlie. You're out there
Alright.
hitting anything and everything.
It's called fast metabolism.
Pass it this way. I'm gonna shoot this, pack a bowl, let's party.
No, once he said that Malort no longer bothers him, I
outta
said
here.
you need to go to a meeting.
So
Yeah.
gross. My lord is so gross.
Well, it's like snake venom. You just build it up, build it up.
I don't know.
I don't know
how
about that.
anybody does
I don't know about that.
I mean, I'm not saying it's lovely.
Ugh.
I just don't have the same reaction.
We do have an extra set of shots here.
Yes,
Yes,
we do.
you guys do. Coming to Underdog in the very, very near future, we would like to introduce you to Tequila Corrido. They
That's
have
right.
multiple flavors, including a regular and a reposado. You guys have samples to try.
Yeah.
Let me know what you guys think. As a non-tequila drinker, and I do not want to spew all over Tanner's beautiful equipment,
That'd be great.
That's true.
but
I'm just gonna give a little taste. I don't know if I want to shoot it.
you guys do
This
what?
doesn't smell or look like a shooting tequila. This looks
You
like
know,
a sipping.
pretty good.
I've
tequila.
always been told you're supposed to sip good tequila.
Yeah?
And this tequila, as we researched, is a very good, high-quality tequila.
Pretty good.
So it
That
smells
is
good.
Outstanding.
Yeah, you can put that on the rocks.
Goes
Oh,
down
boy.
easy.
Goes down easy. Oh, hot dog.
Hot dog.
Heck
I got
yeah.
another
Thank you,
beer,
Angel.
too.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you again, Tequila
Yes.
Corrido.
Really
We
good.
are looking forward to your arrival here at Underdog, and maybe we will make some cocktails with it. Who knows?
Get with our business, girl, and you can hang a flag behind us. We'll do
Hey.
a whole segment.
And as you just saw, we now do ads. If you are interested in running an ad with us, whether it is on our show or on social media, reach out to us at admin@pouringtakes.com. We'll be happy to figure out which advertising package works best for your product.
Heck
Right.
yes.
Hey, shouts out to all you street designers out there. I am down to wear your shit. I like to wear hats. I like to wear sunglasses. I like loud shirts. Let's
I'm
party.
actually picking up a shirt this weekend.
Of what?
I got a friend who has her own Etsy shop, and she designed a multi Dallas Pro Sport T-shirt for me.
I'm very into this.
So I will have that when I come in next Monday because I'm getting my hair did on Sunday.
I also want one, but can I put X's across the Cowboys and the
Are you going to do like
Mavericks?
tic-tac-toe over there?
You know what? this
Draw
stuff.
like a broken heart over it.
You know, I was at the Tom Thumb in Victory Park last night, and I don't know if either of you have driven through that, but you
Oh,
have to
yeah.
park underneath the Tom Thumb and pay for parking essentially, or have like a validated ticket. So I'm going to the machine to drop my ticket in to leave, and I see a sticker on the parking
Says Fire
meter
Nico.
that says Fire Nico. And then under it is like a silhouette photo of Luca and Kyrie hugging. And the caption was, "We had it all, then lost everything." And I was going to cry in this parking lot.
Man.
Man, it's, there was
stings
Fire
deep.
Nico chants at the parade when the
There's
Mavs everywhere.
The Fire Nico chants are a spectacle at this point because
Yeah.
like every
it's not
public
effective anymore.
No, it's still. I think it's still effective. Up until PJ Washington literally got on the mic yesterday and was like, "No, it's not." Sidebar: behind us is the unrivaled final watch party,
Oh.
and it is
And
a game. It
Rose
is
up 51-49.
on a buzzer beater, and these ladies behind me are going wild, and I'm totally here
Yeah.
for it.
Dude, they
It's
got all
good.
the TVs going on over
Oh
here.
my gosh,
This
the
is so
sound's on. This 3-on-3 league was so much fun to watch. It ends
Yeah.
today. But anyway, what I was going to say about the Fire Nico chants, I think it was really interesting to see how it like spread through the city.
Yeah.
Not just, I mean, you first heard it at a Stars game, then you heard it at an FC Dallas game, then you have it at Medieval Times, then it's the parade. I have a feeling when football season starts, it'll still be a thing.
Oh, dude.
I have a feeling that,
Jerry's going to incorporate it to the drum.
insert your rap artist here at the AAC. They're going to hear it,
Oh, for sure.
This is going to
It's-
be the thing for a very, very
It's
long
just a
time.
bit. It's, I don't know. I'm not saying it's not effective in this sense. I'm just tired. I don't care anymore. I'm burnt out on it, but I see it.
I just I don't like that they were chanting it while we are shooting free throws.
Yeah, like it's.
I said I'm
makes no
all
sense.
for the movement as long as you're not hurting the players. The players did not make this mistake. The front
Yeah.
office did. You're punishing the players, and that's not okay with me. So, anyway, on that same vein, let's talk a little bit about the Dallas Mavericks and what's been going on. Lots of injuries. We are
Yeah.
Are
injury
we a team?
ridden. We have 3 players on 10-day contracts that expire this week.
Yeah.
There is a chance that we have to forfeit games. And then we get this little tidbit of news today that they have decided to send Anthony Davis and Jaden Hardy
To the
to
Legends.
Texas Legends to get them up to speed so that they can play. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when Anthony Davis went down and then Kyrie went down after that,
Yeah.
I was all for shutting Anthony Davis down. Why this move? Why do you think the Mavericks are okay with bringing back Anthony Davis, who we don't know how many games we're going to get out of him?
Because they think this is putting a little bit of a Band-Aid on like what's unraveling. Also, we lost Dante Exum the other day, breaking his hand.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they think, a little bit of a glimmer, but it's over.
It
It's
does
over.
feel like a safe.
Yeah,
It's like a sticky PR move, right? You look at why does P. Diddy come to my head first? But P. Diddy's going through all these things, right? It's the equivalent of if someone was like, but P. Diddy donated $1 million to this charity.
It's like, yeah, he did it for the tax break. I don't think he's doing it to save face.
Well, it's still like a PR move to make you look better than you truly
yeah,
are.
yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. And I don't know why, like I said, I don't know why my
I-
brain went to P. Diddy. There was a million other examples I could have gone with.
I don't think there's any PR thing that they can do to save this team and save this ownership front office's image right now in the city. I think
No.
we've made up our mind. And yeah, so I would shut down AD just to save him if he's coming back next season.
Yeah, and I mean, Kyrie's in his last year of his
Yeah.
contract too. Like, there's no reason to put these guys' health on the line this late in the season. Yes, we are the 10th spot, which still qualifies us as a play-in team. But what's the point?
Yeah.
Why? Like, just tank. The phrase I heard.
I don't even think you have to tank.
The phrase I heard was respectfully tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel horrible, and we were talking about this. I think we might have brought this up last week, but I really feel horrible for Klay Thompson, a guy who came here. He could have chosen L.A. He could have chosen the Lakers and stayed in his hometown. He came here because he wanted to be with Luka. He wanted to be with Kyrie. And
It's such a false promise.
it is, and now he's, I mean, I don't know what his contract rules are. Obviously, he signed for 3 years, but this is terrible.
And I mean, his contract is actually kind of friendly, so
Yeah,
I think
so-
he could be traded. If he demanded
Or-
a trade, it could happen.
I would if I was him. I mean, this is.
I don't think I'd be sticking around. I'd be trying to play for the Lakers.
I mean, yeah, go back, help out Luka.
You can ask for
where
a
you-
buyout. Like, there's the sky's the limit, and
The trade didn't just only affect it affected these guys right here that you brought in. I mean, how about and even when you look at some of these guys from last year, just the hope and what you were building, you brought them in because Luka.
Yeah.
I mean, Kyrie helps recruit, but come on, Luka's the
Luka's
big
the-
reason.
yeah.
Because he's gonna be here longer. We knew that.
have y'all been keeping up with how Luka's been performing in LA?
I have.
I can't bring myself to watch.
So I just keep tabs on it, and I know LeBron is injured, but I also know the Lakers haven't been able to win games without LeBron.
Yeah.
And so you're getting what's really interesting is Luka's essentially doing the exact same thing he's doing here up there.
Yeah.
And
Winning games he shouldn't be winning.
well, they're not. I don't know what the record is, but the last few games they have not been winning.
Yeah,
been putting up
they've had
bad
a little.
numbers. He's
Sure.
putting up a triple-double, but they're not winning games, and they need to win games because they need to be a top 4 seed in the West.
But also, it's just Luka over there. I mean, Austin Reeves a little bit, but that's kind of the problem.
What
if
do they
LeBron
call them?
goes
The
to
white contingency?
Yeah, like they don't have everybody, and that's why they weren't considered to be good even with Luka coming over, and then they shot up, but
And
they
don't
were
have
considered a bad team.
They don't have a center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're kind of doing right now what they were already supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Which is where you feel bad. You just send him to a broken team.
Yeah, exactly.
You
It's
know?
like nobody.
And then they overachieve.
Right now, this team, like, there is no winner in this trade. Like,
No.
Well, I mean, like,
Well,
yes, LA is slightly the winner.
Yeah.
But, like, it's just icky and messy, and everybody involved is suspect.
No, yeah, we won't know until the next 2 years, I feel.
Oh, at least.
You know. But I will say the NBA is winning because all eyes. I was at Four Corners Brewing yesterday. Bart had the Dontage LA Laker jersey.
Uh-oh.
You know, you're seeing it. And I'm interested in next month when he's in town.
Yeah, that's going to be huge.
Oh,
First week
A
of
lot
April.
of
Be
people
enormous.
turning for one night. I mean, our friend Brandon here.
That's right.
He's all about it.
I told y'all, people are fans of players.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Well, especially if you. Well, I think also you can't. We've never seen this, you know, in this town like this. Really, in sports, you know, there's been a few, but you can't trust the front office.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, speaking of front office moves, the Dallas Stars are absolutely capitalizing on the failures
Good
of
trade.
the Dallas Mavericks.
Oh, boy.
Not only did the Dallas Stars pull off this trade that nobody saw coming, by the
Yeah.
way, did not know we were in the Mikko Rantanen sweepstakes until it happened. And even then, we weren't even sure if it was actually going to happen. It was rumors for like hours.
Especially on the money, because they're like, the money.
And Mikko chose us. He chose to be with his Finnish comrades. And now you got the Dallas front office opening up the season ticket wait list. You've got the extra promotion. You have the free app to watch the games whenever, wherever you are. They're doing a really good job of saying, all right, y'all feel abandoned and unloved? Come to the Star side.
Jim Neal.
We're going to take really great care of you. We're going to put on a great show. And we're going to make a deep playoff run. And we have our core 5 locked in for at least the next 6 years.
Yeah, I mean, Jim Neal looks like GM of the century right now, especially here in town. And just the way they did it, how slick they did it, especially from the agreement, the money. I think he was looking at more like around 13 mil or whatever.
He was looking for 14.
Yeah, 14
Mikko
mil.
Rantanen was looking for a contract extension valued at $14 million a year. He is 28 years old. $14 million a year is quite an investment. That would put him in like the top bracket of players paid at this time. They were able to get him down to 12, sign him for 8 years. And also, it was his decision.
Yeah.
He could have chosen 30 other teams because obviously he wasn't going to go back to Colorado. He wasn't going to stay in Carolina.
Yeah.
30 teams he could have chosen from, and he chose us.
Yeah, I mean, I think part of it is, you know, our Finnish players, but I think also you see the dynamic and already leading up into that trade, what we've been doing here and the energy and back-to-back contenders. And I think he's like, I can help. Like, he's 28 years old, 8-year deal. I know people are sad about Logan a little bit. His ceiling's very high. He's a young guy. I always kind of felt
It's the business.
It's the business.
You've got to make these,
Yeah.
you know, scared money don't make money.
I thought from the get-go, Logan would be a guy that you would probably possibly trade and go let him be a star.
Trade bait, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've said that about a lot of our younger players.
Yeah.
We have a lot of, quote, trade bait. I believe the only player we don't have locked in long-term right now is Robo.
Yeah, Robo's the only one.
And he is on a tear, by the way. He
best season so far, I think.
I think he's number 4 in goals since January 1st. I believe that's the stat.
Yikes.
He is doing really, really well. He started the season real slow. Granted, he was coming off an injury, a major injury that required surgery. So he's taking off at the right time. You've got this chemistry between Rupe Hintz and Mikko Rantanen. You know, that's taken off really well. We signed Wyatt Johnston for another 5 years.
Yeah.
You know, like, things are really just, like, falling into place at the right time.
I feel good, man. And I'm one of those people that Like, if it's not entertaining to be a part of, I'm not going to follow a team just because they're the team.
You know what? Have you ever been to like a Stars watch party?
Oh, dude, they're so fun. The games are fun. The
But, like,
watch parties are insane. People are committed to that.
People
team.
are all in. Stars fans across the board. I've been saying this even before the Mavericks shit went down. Stars fans are easily the most fun fan base in Dallas.
It's passionate.
Very passionate and very welcoming.
I was going to say welcoming. Is
They
the big
want
one.
they want to grow Texas hockey. They want that. There's no cliques. There's no exclusion. It's everybody's party.
Well,
And Victory Green is the cutest mascot in Dallas.
I think what, when you look at hockey, and I'll say especially Stars hockey, a lot of the fans, not all the fans, but a lot of fans you talk to, they don't follow any other sport. They like everything everything else.
I was trying to explain this to somebody. I said Mavs fans and Stars fans rarely overlap. You and I are in the minority for that. I don't know why, but like it's two very different personality types when it comes to fans. And I am loving the fact that the Stars are saying, come on over. We accept you as you are. You Highland Park rich nerds can come and hang out and watch some hockey with us.
Stars have been, I think we forget, they've been building since that loss to St. Louis in the Western Conference Finals in 2019. They went out. They got some veterans. They got Dobby. They got Pavelski. They kept with the draft, kept bringing a guy. They've never stopped improving. And so last year we thought, okay, it could be their year. Wasn't. They went out. They got some help.
To be fair, we knew last year that our power play was not good.
No.
We knew our defense was too slow, and we knew we weren't aggressive.
Yeah.
This year, they addressed all three of those issues like it was nothing. They knew exactly who to get and when to get them. Like this trade deadline, not just because we got Mikko Rantanen, but we got Grunlund and Cece. And, like, these guys are real contributors, guys that are going to play on that first or second line and really set the tone both offensively and defensively. This is a very complete team that we haven't been able to like celebrate like this in so long.
That's true. Would you say that this is what going all in actually?
Oh,
Absolutely.
For sure. Take note. Never mind. Jerry doesn't take notes. No, it's exciting. I mean, look.
I believe that's what the Stars Instagram even said when they dropped the Mikko deal on Instagram. The caption, I believe, was all in.
Yeah. No, they are all in. They've been all in. I'm excited. I know they've been on a little bit of skid, but you're losing to Avs and Winnipeg, two of the top teams.
Yep.
You know, and in a way. Yeah.
There we go. You read my mind. And we're about to have our little homestand. And guess what, Charlie Van?
You're going.
I'm going tomorrow
You're going to go
night.
quack, quack, quack for the Ducks?
Absolutely not. I get to see Mikko's home debut. I cannot wait to hear that crowd when he's introduced. Like, it is going to be a moment, a whole ass moment.
I wonder.
Trying to get in.
You're gonna see a lot of sports celebrities there tomorrow night. I think everyone's anticipating this. This is it's electric.
Yeah,
this Mikko has been better than the Nico.
Yeah, you think Madonna will be out there?
It's possible. We'll see. Marty Turco definitely will be there. He usually comes to all the big games. Ben Bishop's another one who lives around here and is present at a lot of hockey games.
I'm not traditionally a hockey fan, and I know Marty Turco.
Oh, Marty. Shout out Marty. He's a beer guy. He has a brewery, or he's in the craft beer. Yeah, shout out to Marty.
But yeah, if you can't tell by my super lit reaction, I am very happy with the Dallas Stars right now.
Yeah.
Way to go, Stars. We're big fans over here.
And you know, I yell Stars every time I hear like the national anthem, like you do at the games. Like I was working a Special Olympics event, and they sing the national anthem before the kids compete.
Sure.
Me, literally the only person. Stars.
Everybody's like, huh?
What is this crazy brown lady doing?
The stars are bright.
Literally, I can't help it. Yes, the stars are very much bright. Drink. Okay. One thing before we move on to March Madness, I just need to shout out. I'll do another one as well, please.
Me too.
Tanner's all right.
Oh, one of these.
He's like, keep it on a conveyor belt.
Yeah.
Thank you, Angel.
Thank you.
I got to take a moment to shout out one of our coaches, one of our mentors, longtime person in our lives, a father figure. Coach Saif Saud won his 100th UFC fight this past Saturday in Sam
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 Page.
Sam Page's corner.
Yeah. Congrats, by the way, to Sam Hughes. Great fight.
Yes, Sam Hughes.
But Coach Safe, the general.
As we lovingly call him.
Yeah, that's huge. That is huge. Reason why, Fortis MMA has been one of the top gyms, not just in the state of Texas, but into the country. And so super excited. Hats off again, Coach Safe. But yeah, congrats again, Sam.
Yes. It's really crazy. Fortis MMA opened in 2016, so we're about to hit that 10-year mark, but we've known Coach before.
Yeah.
Really interesting story. Went to law school from Indiana, trained in martial arts under his father, correct?
He did. He has a black belt, karate black belt under his dad, who's an instructor, and then he
I'm
also.
pretty sure I saw that movie.
Oh yeah. was a bodybuilder.
Yes.
Bodybuilder, but
went to law school.
Went to law school.
Finished law school.
And then fell into MMA and was with Jackson Winklejohn MMA in Albuquerque, teammates with Rashad Evans, you name it. He's been around them and decided to, turn his focus into coaching, which was a passion of his. And, Octagon originally, and then had a dream of opening his own school, and here we are.
Here we are, the product of Fortis MMA, live and live in color.
Yeah.
So just super proud to be part of that journey and that experience, and watching Coach Safe grow as a mentor, a coach, a father, all the things. Very proud of you, and we love you for everything you do for us.
Thank you. Also green in the logo.
Yeah, lime green. Got to pick up our hoodies, Charlie.
I know. I'm bad about that.
Yeah. So I just wanted to take a minute to shout him out, since he's been a very integral part of our journeys. Alrighty, enough with the emotions. This wine is definitely getting to me. March Madness.
Oh,
or as I like to call it, the greatest time of the year. Again, as a reminder, we will be here Monday, April 7th, I want to say. It's that first Monday in April. That will be the final for the men's tournament. We will be live watching the game, doing the podcast.
Come hang out.
And seeing who wins the bracket. That's right. We are doing a bracket for a prize.
That's true.
Tanner, are you going to tell the people what they're going to win?
I don't know what it is, but I'm excited about it.
All right. Well, in that case, we will figure that out and keep you guys posted. But we will be having a watch party here, celebrating all things college basketball, which honestly, to me, is the only basketball that really matters once this game is over. Oh, it is over. The Rose one.
This comes out in 2 days, so there's no spoilers.
But anyway, links to both the men's and women's brackets for our group are on our website, pouringtakes.com. We'll post it on our socials. We'll do all the things. Join our brackets, win a prize. We'll have one for the men's bracket. We'll have one for the women's bracket. And round one literally starts this week. How pumped are y'all?
I'm mad pumped.
First, I want to give a quick shout-out before we go in. I want to give a shout-out to the UTA Lady Mavs basketball team for making it to the Western Conference Finals this past weekend. They're going to be hosting it in IT this coming Thursday at College Park Center. So go out, support them. I also want to give a shout-out to Troy University, former UTA men's head coach, basketball coach Scott Cross, who played for UTA, won the Sun Belt last week, and will be in the tournament taking on Kentucky. I know tough tab, but I know he's going to have those guys just coming out scrappy. But shout out to Coach Cross.
And SMU, number 1 seed in the NIT.
You know who's not in it? Southern Miss.
Thank you.
Get better, everybody.
Well, you got Brett Favre, though.
Oh, goodness.
Fuck Brett Favre. He's trying to steal all that money from them kids. Get out of here.
Not them kids.
But anyways, okay, I just want to give those shout-out. So here we go.
Shut up.
We got a little spillage.
I didn't spill. I was trying to be nice and helpful and put this little shot glass in the wine
Ain't nothing
glass,
helpful about that.
and I mixed. It's fine. You know what? Today is my first day
It's
back
the
from
shots you don't
vacation.
take.
I am a mess.
Boy. Yeah, welcome back to the real world. Crash!
Kablam.
Right into the real world.
Oh, man. All right, let's start with the ladies. And we have the bracket here. You know what's been really surprising to me? I'll lead off with this. that rivalry between UCLA and USC was fucking fireworks this year. They played each other twice, and UCLA, as the underdog, beat USC twice.
Let's go UCLA.
I also saw that Chipotle has an NI deal with the ladies of USC. So if you go to Chipotle, you can order one of the girls' bowls. So I thought that was cool. Anyway, fun facts with me and women's sports. But USC and UCLA are both #1 seeds. And the other big call out, I'll give you two. Texas is a #1 seed. Texas has been fully dominant all season long in the Big 12. But also in the Big 12 is TCU.
Yeah.
TCU has had a fucking fire season led by Haley Van Lith, who y'all may remember as that blonde badass bitch from LSU that was kind of overshadowed by Angel Reese and Flau'jae Johnson. She has completely resurrected her basketball playing career at TCU, and that women's team absolutely took off and was fire.
That's why I have them as the winner.
Look at that!
He does.
In the women's.
He's got the Horned Frogs.
And then another call out I gotta make. Shout out to my queen, my favorite coach of all time, Dawn Staley, with the Gamecocks in South Carolina. Her team always finds a way to that Final Four and has had two incredibly amazing matchups with Iowa, who no longer have Caitlin Clark. So you're going to get to see some new lovely ladies on the scene this tournament season.
This is what's going into the WNBA, man.
Yeah, and it's really important for us as Dallas people to pay attention. The Dallas Wings have the #1 pick in the draft, and the draft is April 19th. So literally
mackerel.
This tournament's going to end, and it'll be Ladies Draft Day up in New York. So right now, my heart is set on Paige Beckers, but anything can happen in March Madness.
Hell yeah, dude. March Madness is the most chaos. That's why I like playing it, because I don't follow college anything.
And I'm going to tell y'all this. Like, as somebody who grew up playing basketball, loves basketball. Basketball is like up until I started fighting, I would say basketball has always been my favorite sport. The women's game is very different than the men's, right? With the men, you've got the dunks, you've got the speed. But the thing that the women do that the men don't is the aggression, the contact, the physicality. Yeah. Women are out there fighting for every loose ball. They're fighting for every rebound. And I feel like their games are a lot more chaotic. And oh my God, let me tell you, the trash talk.
Oh, I'm super into
Women are so bitchy, but like in the best way. I mean, we were sitting, fifth row at the Wings game, and we could hear these conversations.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it was too much for Charlie.
No, I'm just watching my girl play. She's no longer here, though.
He was like, "Where's Marina Mayberry?" Yeah. Anyway, no, it's
I was being
really,
a wingman.
I mean, I feel like if you were to mic up these women playing, you'd be like, "Yo, I cannot hear that."
There's a reason why there's men fight to win. Women fight to kill you.
Yeah. Absolutely. Men will do the bare minimum. Women go above and beyond.
Just enough to overtake somebody. But women, no, they're coming for your life. That's been my experience. I don't like fighting with women.
No, you shouldn't. Neither of you should like fighting with women. Don't you do it now.
It's terrible.
It's called passive aggressive.
It's so funny because you think about like how much shit women take on a day-to-day basis, but the second one unleashes on you, you're at your knees.
Have you met Mama Van? She's tough.
I fucking love your mom. Your mom is the best.
She's tough. It's like a Mama Bear just sounds like, yeah, we just go high.
That's right.
When you hear that full name, you know you're in trouble.
Yes. Damn right. But
Charles Fitzgerald Van.
Close enough.
What is it?
It's Charles Hamilton.
Hey, your middle name is Hamilton?
Yeah, it is.
Charles
my
Hamilton
God.
Van Jr.
Tanner, do you have a middle name?
Lane.
Oh.
L-A-I-N.
Tanner Lane.
Lane.
Tanner Lane. That's a pretty name.
I'm named after my great aunt.
I love that, actually.
Elaine. So now anybody can steal my identity.
There you go.
No, we don't know your mother's maiden name, so it's fine.
That's true.
I don't have a middle name.
Yeah.
So in my culture, you're supposed to have your dad's name as your middle name, and my parents were like, no.
Yeah.
So
this is with us.
No middle name for me.
Nice.
I don't think my grandmother, my dad's mother, had a middle name either.
Nice. I know a lot of people that don't have middle names, but it's almost always like a religious thing.
So it's kind of funny that for me it makes no sense, right, to have my dad's name as my middle name. My dad's name is Fareed, but my sister's name starts with an F as well.
Yeah.
Her name is Fazia. So when I would get mad at her when we were kids, I would not just use my dad's name, but I would use our grandfather's name, who's Feroz. So that's 3 Fs.
Oh,
so
no.
when I was mad, I'd be like, Fazia, Fareed, Feroz, Naji, what the f are you doing?
Just
Like,
Yeah.
There's a lot of F's going out. F words.
it just rolls off your tongue
Yeah.
with all those
are
Fs.
the best consonants. When you want to cuss at somebody, F.
Who is
where
the
you need to go.
troublemaker?
It depends on what era you guys want to talk about. So Fuzzy and I are 4 years apart.
That's how Allie and I are.
So I technically did a lot of bad things, but she was also really good at instigating me, and she was really good at like pushing my buttons and knowing what my weakness is. But the problem is that I was always up to bat physically, where she was up to bat verbally. So she knew how to say things that would just like make me a psycho.
Yeah. And then she got to deal with these hands. Huh?
She did deal with these hands. Actually, funny story, and we'll go back to this. I'm so sorry. So my dad digitized our home videos recently.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Way to go, Dad.
And so my sister and I were together the weekend he sent them to us. And that was the week I was in New York. And we're sitting there watching these home videos, and there's one where we're on like a legitimate African safari. Like we're in the van driving through the savannah.
Hell yeah.
And my dad is videotaping whatever the fuck is out there. And in the background, you hear, and then, ow! And my mom goes, oh shit, she hit her. And then the camera cuts off.
Boom. Head kick.
I was like, God damn, I was so mean.
Right? Man.
What a time. Anyway, enough with my physically gifted self as a child. With this women's game, are there any things in the first round that stood out to you? I know you've already filled out your bracket. I got one call out. Charlie, do you have anything?
I mean, I'm interested to see. Well, as far as the first round matchups, I'll be honest, I haven't got to really see a whole lot. But I'm just interested to see how these.
You're getting it in real time, folks.
USC, UCLA, also South Carolina, just because defending champs. How's it going to be?
Yeah, for me, there's a school that has recently burst onto the scene thanks to their really hot coach. And by hot, she's a woman, and she's beautiful. Coach Molly Miller of the GCU Lopes.
Oh, yeah, GCU just beat you. Yeah, GCU, great.
Yeah, so watch out for the GCU ladies. They play Baylor in the first round.
Oh,
so
shit.
that is going to be interesting. Baylor, a very strong women's basketball program, obviously brought us Brittany Griner, Odyssey Sims. They got to deal with the Lopes in the first round, so I definitely would put them on upset alert there. I believe, it's a 4-13 matchup. So Baylor is a 4 and Grand Canyon is a 13. So that is a definite high chance of an upset there. Another school to pay attention to, LSU is going to play San Diego State, also another 3-14 matchup. LSU now without Angel Reese, but they still have Flau'jae Johnson and a bunch of other great supporting cast members. But obviously, if you pay attention to women's ball, they have not been making the headlines that they normally make. I know Flau'jae's been dealing with a lot of injuries, but be curious to see how they're able to flip it around come tournament time. I'm trying to think if there is anybody else to call out. Duke women's 2 seed against Lehigh. I don't even know what that is, but Duke is another one to watch out for as a possible Final Four contender. Lehigh, is that how you say
Lehigh.
that? So sorry, can't read.
Big wrestling school in Pennsylvania.
Wrestling school, and now it's a women's basketball school. Hell yeah.
They've been good in the men's basketball for a while, or maybe not recently, but.
And then fun fact about 5 seed Tennessee, the Tennessee women have never missed a tournament in the existence of the tournament.
There you go.
Because they've always been a consistently great basketball school.
Just
right,
them
man.
and the men are like always like up there now.
Yeah, I mean, Pat
And baseball,
Summitt,
too.
Pat Summitt was an icon in women's coaching. Like, she is like the queen of everything Tennessee to me.
Yeah. No, I'm excited. Like, the first round's always the craziest. Like, something's going to happen.
Yeah, and I think we had this conversation a little bit last year where the women's tournament was a little bit more straightforward than the men's. But now that the women are getting the exposure the men are, it's really interesting to see how those players have moved year over year and how they've changed the state of these not so high-seeded teams. So I'm really interested to see how all of that shakes out. Your way too early pick. His is TCU. Who is yours to win the whole damn thing?
I'm gonna go with the defending champ.
You're gonna go with the Gamecocks?
Yeah. I feel like they can have a UConn run. I feel like it's gonna be close. It's gonna be a fight.
Yeah, you know.
A cockfight?
A cockfight with women? How does that work? I really like UCLA. I think they've surprised a lot of people being better than what we thought they were going to be. Another one to look out for, I would say, is UConn is also in the same bracket as USC.
Who had a Mecca for a long time on that women.
Yeah, and I feel like, I don't know if you all remember this, but last season they only had 8 available players due to injury, and they still made it to the Elite 8. So sky's the limit for Paige Beckers and the ladies over there. So hopefully they do well, and hopefully Paige stays injury-free so she can come to Dallas.
Who's your final, though, between?
My final, I guess, would be, let's do UCLA, and we'll go South Carolina.
That'd be a fun matchup. Mm-hmm. That'd be a lot of fun.
I don't know why I said it like that. All right, let's move over to the men's. What?
Just choices, man. Sorry, I got a mouthful of chicken.
He's a little tender right now.
Drink, both of
Guinness,
you.
by the way, a switch from green beer.
Lord Jesus, Lord help us all. So, before we get into the actual bracket itself, just a quick recap. Matchup seeds to look out for: 2s and 15s, 6s and 11s, 13s and 4s, and of course my favorite, the 8-9s that literally can go anyway. Anything stand out to you in the first round?
Yeah, I'm interested in Missouri and Drake. Missouri, obviously Drake's 11, but they've been really good. Missouri, I feel, is a sleeper out there, so that's going to be a very fun matchup, I feel. And then I will say also, honestly, Ellen, well, no, that's not the first round. I'm sorry, I'm looking ahead.
Let me ask you this question.
Missouri Drake,
We
for
all
sure.
saw Cooper Flagg go down with an injury for Duke during the ACC tournament. Duke was able to win the ACC tournament.
Yeah.
How do you think that's going to impact their chances of winning March Madness?
So their first round, they have. Who do they have their first round? I'm sorry, I'm all over the freak. Oh yeah, sorry, I can't. Oh, their first round is against American MSM. Who is that?
So 16 is actually a play-in.
Oh, okay,
So,
play-in. Yeah, I think they could do well in the first round, but if you get to like a Baylor, but Mississippi State's not easy. That's where you're going to be kind of wanting, I feel, him back. They still have a stacked enough team, but we saw this with Houston a couple years ago, and that ruined the parade of,
For Jim Nance. That was Jim Nance's final four call. He's a U of H alum. U of H could not get the job done, but U of H has also come on really, really strong this season.
They've been inching every year.
And, we always joke that they get so good, and then the Elite 8 is their kryptonite. Do you think this is the year they make it over the hump? I forget which they're the Midwest bracket.
Yeah. I actually have them going to the Elite, or I have them going a little bit further.
See, this is scary. Look at this. If they win their first round, which they should, they could potentially have to go up against Gonzaga,
who's experienced, although I will say not nearly the Gonzaga that we saw those couple of years, but still good. Tournament good.
Yeah. And then if they make it past Gonzaga, then they got to go possibly against either Clemson or Purdue. Purdue being a school that is very good in basketball tournaments. Clemson, who came on really strong towards the end of the ACC season, upsetting my Mustangs in the ACC tournament. But we will not go there about how Clemson ruins my life. So that's going to be a really hard path for them on their side of the bracket. Duke, like we said, got to figure out who they are without Cooper Flagg, but that is a really well-coached, well-built team.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I was surprised about Auburn. I haven't been watching a lot of SEC basketball. It's not really my jam. I know Texas has been a dominant team. I had no idea about Auburn having to play Alabama State, or that's not SFA. That's something else.
SFPA.
Who knows?
Anyways, Auburn, Creighton, you have, or Louisville. I got Louisville in that mix-up. But either way, Auburn's been really, really
Creighton
good.
is a traditionally great school at
Yeah.
basketball, and Louisville isn't the same Louisville that they've always
No,
been.
but
Speaking of Louisville, you know Rick Pitino coaches St. John's. St. John's
Really?
is a 2 seed this year in the West bracket, and they're expected to have a really great tournament too.
That's why they put him at number 2.
you know what?
The
I would
Johnnies,
love,
as
and I
they're
like your
called.
mix-up of them in Kansas. I think that's going to be a scrap. That's going to be a fight.
I think so too, and I wouldn't be surprised if St. John's does sneak in there. When your head coach is Rick Pitino, the sky's the limit with you.
But the Texas team that is, I think, a sleeper is Texas Tech right now.
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech is
Don't
a
let
sleeper.
Topher hear you.
Texas Tech is a
boy.
sleeper. They are really good. They're someone that can get in their mix, and I have them going very far.
Yeah, I also really like Illinois. I think Illinois has a good path, even though they would have to play Texas to open. I think they could definitely beat. Is that Texas A&M? No, that's
Texas and Xavier.
Texas and Xavier.
So the winner of the play-in, so they'll play. I think, though, Illinois wins.
Tennessee, a 2 seed, just like we said.
Yeah.
Tennessee just really fucking good at basketball.
It's the 10 IC.
The 10 IC. Alabama as a 2 seed,
Yeah.
redeeming themselves from football season.
Yeah.
Alabama's actually had a really good squad over the last
They
3-4
have.
years.
They have. They've been, literally right there in the mix. I don't know that they've had injuries, but they've been them in Houston came on really strong the last couple of years.
All right, so tell me this. Who are your finals?
So this may be a little bit straightforward, but I was like that last year with UConn. I still think if you get Cooper Flag back, I'm gonna go Duke Auburn. Auburn's really good. I think there's gonna be a lot of fights and scraps, but these are the 2 best programs. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
True that.
But I have Tech in the Final Four actually.
So he's also got Tech in the Final Four. I'm going to be controversial. I'm going to say St. John comes out of the West.
They're your VCU.
Well, they're a 2 seed.
No, I know, but in those mix, which is good. I think it's good when they're under the radar.
I'm going to rock with. Ooh, you got Michigan out of state. Interesting. I'll say Auburn comes out of the South. I don't think Duke comes out of the East. I'm going to say somebody interesting. Let's go with Arizona out of the East. Arizona has traditionally been a great basketball school. And then from the Midwest, I might jinx them by saying this, but I think this is H-Town's year. I'm all in.
Hey, they've been
I'm down with
building it.
H-Town, man. That
Down
sounds
with
fun.
H-Town. You picked UCLA to come out of that one.
I did.
So your Final Four is Auburn.
I said Auburn, Arizona,
H-Town.
Houston, and St. John's.
All right. And who's your final?
My final is going to be, let's do St. John's and Arizona to be interesting. Oh, sorry, Houston. I already
There you
picked
go.
Houston.
Yeah.
Whoops. This is how you know I haven't actually filled it out yet.
It's got close like that. It's got close like that. A couple years ago, it was a lot like that. So, was it San Diego State?
I feel like nothing ever goes chalk with these things, and that's
No.
what makes it fun. And that's why I feel like, we talked about it a little bit with the college football playoff expanding to 12 teams, and now it'll be 14, 16, I don't even know. Just having those teams that don't traditionally play each other, getting to play each other in this setting, really says a lot.
Well,
and that's fun.
You know who was our Rocky last year that went all? NC State.
Yeah, NC State. Both women's and men's.
Yeah.
Made both
It
the
made
women's and men's Final Four.
Yeah.
Which, never happens, by the
Yeah.
way. So that's going to be really fun. You guys, where is your go-to spot to watch March Madness?
Well, I'll tell you what, this place isn't that bad.
Yeah, it's come on down, Underdog.
And they caught my drift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So come on down, come watch some March Madness. Come watch some March Madness with us.
Drink specials.
Drink
while
specials.
the games are going on.
Heck yeah.
Shit ton of TVs. Sound is on.
Great food.
Great environment. Just
We'll
look
be
at these
here for
ladies
part of
having
it.
the best
Yeah.
time behind us.
Oh, yeah.
I should hang out with them.
You
I
should.
know. But yeah, no, super excited. March Madness is here. Did we-
Again, join our brackets, pouringtakes.com. We look forward to seeing who you pick to go all the way for both the men's and women's tournaments. Before we get out of here, Charlie, I messed up and I forgot that we got to talk about NFL shit.
Oh, shit, yeah. Okay, well,
What? That's still a league?
Fire, Nico.
Boy.
all right. Well,
Fire Jerry. Jiminy Crickets.
Cooper Rush, no longer a Cowboy.
I saw that.
He is a Raven.
And I laughed hysterically.
$12 million.
Hey, and he might actually get to play games. Lamar has the hardest time staying healthy.
Yeah,
And you know what? This is a great pickup for Baltimore. Absolutely. Co-sign. Happy for Cooper Rush. This is going to be his best shot to win a ring.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
It's like, you know, the Cowboys are like good luck Chuck, right? You play for the Cowboys, and then the next team you sign with, you win a ring.
Except for Peyton Hendershot.
It's like nothing could be worse. They have all the best facilities, but like none of the brass. You know what I mean?
It's ridiculous.
Well, I knew they would not bring back Cooper. It was, I think, it sounds like they're going to aim for the draft. They want to go younger. But it's good for Cooper Rush.
I'm going to throw this name out here for
Yeah.
a potential backup quarterback that eventually will become a starter. Tell me how you feel about Dylan Gabriel.
I like him. Here's the reason why. I like his mindset. If you talk to him, he could, like, it was, and here's one of the reasons. They were showing him pictures of, like, former quarterbacks, so, like, just with their helmets, he could name them. You're saying, why does that matter? Because I think he is football IQ. There is room to grow and develop, which is why, you know, I think sitting right behind Dak and right there.
And here's the good thing about Dylan Gabriel that stands out to me. The guy is 24 years
Yeah.
old. Oregon has been a powerhouse since he's been quarterback. He was overlooked for the Heisman, in my opinion.
Yeah, he was.
He's a very consistent player, not injury prone. And like I said, the fact that he's a little bit older is going to help. He's got that maturity. He's going to be able to sit behind a Dak Prescott. He's going to want to learn from Dak Prescott. He's not going to come in with some crazy ego and expectations like Shedeur Sanders will.
Yeah.
The next great American cowboy.
So, to me, I feel like Dylan Gabriel is the right fit, and I don't think we have to draft him in the first round. I think we could get him in rounds 2 or 3.
Yeah. I mean, well, that's going to be the interesting thing because, you know, In Rappaport came out today, and they were talking about, obviously, now with Cooper Rush gone, their Cowboys are going to eye in the draft. Well, a name tied around to look at is Quinn Ewers.
Boo! I don't like him.
I don't think he's here's the thing. I'm only okay giving up a 2 or 3 for a quarterback if it's either Dylan Gabriel, Jackson Dart, who won't be there. He'll be a Steeler. Or Kyle McCord out of Syracuse. Kyle's really good.
I do like Kyle McCord.
Yeah, he's really good.
I do.
So, but I feel like the Raiders may be looking at him too. I mean, he's everybody. Him and Jackson Dart, I think, are 2 of the best quarterbacks.
And not so surprising, speaking of quarterbacks, we are still waiting for Aaron Rodgers to have his LeBron James moment and make a decision.
Yeah.
He should get into the podcast.
Can y'all believe that this is such a big fucking deal? Like, literally all the other free agent quarterbacks are waiting to see what he does before they commit.
It's funny because it's looking like the Giants, could be the Steelers, but the one team he wants is the Vikings. He's literally following Favre's blueprint.
Why?
Now, Russell Wilson's also has an interview with the Giants as well.
And he met with the Browns.
And the Browns. I could see the Giants.
I don't want him to be a Giant. I really wish that he would have been able to stay in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh made the crazy move getting DK Metcalf over there, and DK Metcalf getting Normani. Do you know who Normani is?
I don't.
So she's a singer from the band Fifth Harmony, and now she's a solo artist. Honey, she is beautiful.
Yeah, well, that's how football does.
This man looked at a TV one day and said, I'm going to marry her, and he just proposed to her a week ago. Can you believe
Good for him.
Can you believe that?
Listening, Travis?
Honestly,
Are you listening, buddy?
If you're a Steelers fan, other than your quarterback situation, I mean, you got DK, you got George Pickens. I figure with there you go. Drink, everybody.
Oh my God.
Cheers.
He doesn't need
Hey,
notes.
Najee is gone, so that means I think they're going to draft. They're looking in the draft right there. So
This is typical. This is like us being so unserious. And Charlie's like, but wait.
He's like, no, wait, we have a show.
yeah.
You're right.
Who would have thought
Charlie.
I'm the responsible one?
That's right.
Only on the weekends am I not.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm already like 3 shots and a few beers in.
I believe the saying is 2 sheets into the wind.
Yeah.
3, as a matter of fact.
Oh shit.
Okay, how about this, Rayya?
Yes.
Jordan Lewis gone. How do you feel?
I'm happy that he's no longer a Cowboy because he can live his best life.
That's right.
We brought back Dante Fowler, who had 10 sacks last year for the Commanders.
Okay.
A guy that we couldn't pay before, but now he's back. 1-year deal.
Hey, that's
a lot of
freeing
1-year
up all
deal
that
guys.
money was fun.
A lot of one-year
Hey,
deals.
this is all in. This is what all in looks like.
Except for
No,
Solomon
actually,
Thomas.
I'm gonna say this. To be fair, he didn't say he was going in all in this year.
Yes.
He literally said, "I don't plan on spending money in free agency."
You know what he said? I am not Nico. No, he didn't say that.
I wish you would.
I still think that Micah Parsons trade is a possibility. I really do. I really think one day we are going to wake up, or right before we go to bed, that alert's going to pop up on our phone.
I don't think that's
Micah
going to happen.
Parsons
I think
go
that's why we
bye-bye.
didn't spend the money.
I
We had
think we're gonna
$55
do it.
million.
I'm with you on this.
I don't think it's happening.
I mean,
Why haven't you spent anything? You freed up $55 million. There's a reason. Who just got $40 million?
You know what they do? At least
Miles
what's
Garrett.
indicative of the last couple of years, they wait till the very last second.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
no, they'll
all
pay
the
it.
last table scraps they overpay for.
Exactly. That's
So
how
what
it
they're
is.
you know what's going to happen? You guys know what's going to happen. We are all going to get a push notification in the next 2 months.
Yeah.
Right before we go to Oxnard. Right before we go to Oxnard. So 3 months. And it's going to say open tryouts to be a Dallas Cowboy.
Yeah.
I'm worried it's going to say Aaron Rodgers.
Oh no, we'll get that one too, but he's not coming here.
No. This is the Cowboys drawing this out. They always do.
Okay. If there's an open tryout for the Dallas Cowboys, what position would you try out for? Because YOLO, if it's happening, you got to try.
Well, I'm 5'10", a pool noodle. Kicker probably is close. I mean, yeah.
Tanner, what position would you play in an open tryout?
I'll be on special teams for sure.
You know the B squad, the training squad.
Practice squad.
Yeah. I'd be somewhere over there getting Gatorade
No.
for everybody.
Oh, so you'd be a manager, like a
Yeah.
game manager person. I mean, I would love to say I'd be a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader, but I can't kick that high unless I'm kicking somebody in the face, apparently.
I know who
Yeah.
I'd be. I'm Rowdy.
Yeah.
There
My
you go.
dream
Yeah.
mascot.
You would absolutely
part-
be
Open
Rowdy.
tryouts for Rowdy. I wish.
I'll take Charlie's kicker spot. I'm
I
pretty
did
talented.
Rowdy's birthday party in
Honestly,
2013.
if I were to ever get back into like athletic shape again, I would love to play women's flag football, and I would love to be a corner or a safety. That would be my
Corner?
dream.
God, you're just running forever.
I know, but like, it's fun. And then, I don't know, y'all weren't around during my flag football career, but I used to constantly get in trouble because I would like throw my shoulder or throw my forearm up.
Fuck them hoes.
So
I didn't give a. I literally had a ref pull me aside, and I'm dead sober, by the way. I had a ref pull me aside in college and was like, "Hun, if you do that one more time, I literally have to kick you out of this game."
Oh no.
And I'm like, they're not even like, it's not like I'm putting them on the ground, okay? Like, and this is before I started doing MMA too, so we all knew I was already fucked in the head.
Yeah.
well, you already said you slugged your sister back in the day.
And here we are, full
Who
circle.
doesn't whoop their siblings' ass? Let's be real. I got 3 brothers. We fucking fought.
All right. On that note,
Real
go.
quick, I wanted to ask you. One person who's been here 11 years, speaking of Micah, is gone now. Tank is now going to be a Seahawk.
Yep.
So the hot boy's no more. He was the only hot boy left, you know.
And just note that I didn't say it. He did. He said
I
the phrase
did.
hot boy.
So I did.
What you need, girl?
Pour one out for DeMarcus Lawrence.
You don't remember that song?
No, I do remember.
Him and Micah, no love lost right now.
Yeah.
So that seems to be brewing.
That, I don't know about you, but that low-key surprised me.
Yeah, that's not usually Tank.
That's not. I mean, Micah, yeah, he chirps a lot, but I never imagined he'd go after someone I felt like he looked up to and admired and learned from. I had no idea those two had bad blood.
Yeah,
Sometimes you got to fight your dad.
apparently there would have been tension. Well, I think I'm going to say my 2 cents real quick is there was a complete change under the guard in that defense and in that locker room, and it was no longer Lawrence's locker room anymore. And that, which a lot of it just because guys are gone. And I think these younger guys, I think a lot of them look more to Micah. Obviously, there's some growing to do a lot of times with Micah, but it's an error. I was a little bit more surprised on Tank because that's just not how he is in going back. But that tells you the dysfunction and the frustration that is built up in this organization for long. And, you know, you can say whoever is right. Well, you know, I say, like, my thing with Tank is you're here 11 years, man, and nothing in the playoffs. You are the leader. But at the same time, I don't know.
I just wonder how much that beef translates into this season.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm sure Tank wasn't the only one that felt some type of way.
No.
I mean, we talked about it on the show a lot how Micah Parsons sometimes just needs to shut up and dribble because he says too much. He puts out too much information. He does these after the game things, which is really cool. It's really cool to get in the players' heads and understand what they're thinking and when. But there's a certain line that Micah Parsons tends to cross. And it's kind of annoying, especially if you're not winning. It's obviously winning solves everything.
Yeah.
But you're injured for most of last season. You're going on tour. You're running your mouth. You're saying you're better than this person. You're better than that person. It's distasteful.
The glory days of the Cowboys, man, I remind you.
But that is the Cowboys. That's been a lot.
Prime
And
time
still
sets the standard.
statistically, he's still right there in the results. I just think this just tells you how dysfunction and how just everybody is just, it's a disarray there. It's a circus show.
So I'm going to ask the question. I know
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to ask. But if you were going to cheer for a second team in the league, who would it be and why?
Right now?
Yes, right now.
My fantasy football team.
I said that too.
Right?
Not mine, because
My
mine's been
dynasty
bad.
team.
I mean,
Going
mine's
for a
shit, but I
repeat.
Mine was
care about it
horrible.
more. I have T-shirts. I have a friendship bracelet for my wife.
Is there a team that you are looking at right now and you're like, yes, they're doing it the right way. They're reloading. They're signing the right players. They are setting themselves up
The
for a
Rams.
very bright future.
I love the Rams right now. They went, obviously Cooper Kupp's gone, but bringing in Devontae Adams. I'm a Coach McVay fan.
McVay.
Hey.
Not for the reason
Holler,
she
boy.
is. No, I like what they're doing because, it's only a time for Stafford, but they're still loading him up, with Puka. So I'll say the Rams.
My second team has always been the Bucks.
Nice.
You know, we all know I have the biggest crush on Baker Mayfield, but it's not about how he looks. It's about the energy he brings to the field. I like what the Texans are doing, too.
Yeah.
I think the Texans, saw how hurt they got at wide receiver, and they're shooting their shot, trying to get all of that sorted out before the season starts.
You know who's a wild card, depending on who their quarterback is? I think I don't think Vikings are far out. It
Yeah,
just depends.
it's
And
true.
it could be JJ comes in, but they brought back Aaron Jones. They have Justin Jefferson. Good coach.
What's your fantasy team's name?
Purple Rain.
Purple Rain.
Oh, so you're all in on
Like
Minnesota
Prince.
too.
Like Prince.
How
but
about-
my dream team, if I had to leave the Cowboys, which, bye. Fly, Eagles, fly! Let's go, Birds! We all dress in the colors. That's what we're doing, baby. Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley are very attractive men.
Yeah, they are.
But they're looking to trade almost everybody, it looks like.
Yeah, that's what you do when you
I've
win a
actually
goddamn Super Bowl.
Dallas
You
got
say,
it.
I'm worth a lot of money.
I was
Come
very
get
surprised.
At this ass.
Yeah.
They
Get
lost
at it.
C.J.
Slay.
Gardner-Johnson and Slay.
Yeah.
And
But you have to free that money.
hey,
Push, motherfuckers.
it's so early. The draft, like we said, is literally 6 weeks away. So we'll have some fun here. We're going to bring in some cap experts, some NFL analysts, if you will.
And some drunks.
And we're going to do more shots and more drinks and all the fun things. Oh. Anyway, happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.
Happy
Cheers.
St. Patrick's Day,
From
everybody.
Underdog.
Let's go. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Cheers.
Be
See
safe.
you guys.
Cheers.